Hi everyone, welcome to a special edition of R Monday Morning Mayhem. We have some big breaking news today, but you wanted to talk about the two Monday Night Football games yesterday. You had the Chiefs beating Buffalo in the first game. Go for it. What do you want to talk about?
The Chiefs beat Buffalo, but their performance was sloppy. I was not happy with the Chiefs' performance. I think the running backs played really well, but the passing game wasn't as best as it could have been. But Josh Allen had a really good game. In the running game, it just wasn't enough. The passing game was fine too. But the running game for him in particular, Singletary did bad. But I don't want to point that out. But Singletary just didn't look like he normally does. Allen was, I think, the highest rusher in that game.
So, are you worried about either team, Buffalo or KC?
Both of them.
You worried about them?
I'm worried about both of them. Buffalo hasn't won the last two games. Miami's coming after them.
You think
the Dolphins are coming after them. All
right, and we're going to talk about the Dolphins in just a minute, but I want to talk about Arizona, Dallas. You got that pick right, Arizona.
Dallas, I told you.
Yeah, you did. You told me, yeah.
And the Cowboys just looked meh. They just looked meh. Everybody at AT&T Stadium was like, wow. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Andy Dalton. You came here just to give us one touchdown and maybe like 3 interceptions.
Yeah, they looked really bad. And that NFC East.
And Arizona, bad. I mean, the running game for the running backs was just okay. I mean, they got some good spurts at times. But Kyler Murray, the Dallas defense, he went right past them. They didn't see him. I mean, there was a design quarterback draw in that game where it was a play action, and he just ran it that way. He ran it right over there. Nobody there. Not one person.
Yeah.
I mean, he had so much room. That's a problem for the Cowboys defense.
He looked really good. Okay, so the big news today, Tua Tagovailoa is the starter. We're wearing our Dolphins jerseys because we're excited about Tua. Well, one of us is excited about Tua. What do you think?
I'm excited about Tua, but not at the same time because they can't start Tua against the Los Angeles Rams. Aaron Donald, Michael Brock, there's Sebastian Day or something like that, and there's Michael Brockers. All of them are really big guys that if they hit you, and in his stage right now, which is he's still kind of in the recovery stage from the dislocated hip, still in the recovery stage a bit, if they hit him in the hip area, he's not getting back up.
I don't know about that. I mean, he's been declared healthy, and Brian Flores likes what he sees.
So and plus, he got ill inside one of the games this season. He didn't play. He was listed as out for 2 games this season.
Yeah.
2 games. He was listed as out for illness. 2 games.
For 2 games or 2 practices?
It was 2 practices. And missed 1 game.
Yeah. But you know what? Brian Flores says he's ready. He's got 2 weeks to prepare. I think he's going to be fine.
I don't trust him. I don't like this. I don't like this. Even though I'm a Dolphins fan, I'm not liking Brian Flores' plan.
Okay.
I'm saying I could go for a different coach. Right now.
No.
I could go for a
No.
Yes, I'd rather have a different coach.
No.
I mean, if I were the coach, then I would be saying, oh, give him a year. Give him time to prepare. Fitzpatrick's doing awesome. Why would you take him out if he's doing awesome? They're already contending for the playoffs. Why would you do that?
Okay. I like the move. I think, you have your guy, let him go. I mean, look at the other 2 rookies. Justin Herbert's doing great. Justin Herbert's doing great, and Joe Burrow's he's going to be fine in Cincinnati. I think there's more problem with the coaches, and you've talked about
Zach Taylor is fine. He can stay. He's staying another 2 years, no doubt. He's a young coach. He's staying another 2 years. He only came in last year.
And I think he'll be fine with Joe Burrow. But you've been railing on Zach Taylor about how he didn't coach Andy Dalton well.
He didn't coach it because he didn't have a clue. Once he progresses a little farther in the coaching job, he'll have more of a clue on what's happening.
So you think you think he's going to be okay with Joe Burrow?
He'll be fine.
And Joe Burrow, he's fine?
Yeah,
I know you're not a Joe Burrow fan.
Joe Burrow's not looking too great right now. I liked him at LSU, but he's not looking too great at Cincinnati right now.
Is that because of Zach Taylor?
It's not because of Zach Taylor. It's because of Joe Burrow.
Okay.
It's his fault completely. It's not
and
the coach.
What about Justin Herbert in San Diego?
Mike Glenn is a really good coach, and Justin Herbert is a really good quarterback. They make a magnificent team, and with Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler's done for a while, and yet they still have that running game. Without Eckler, they got Kelly and Jackson, and the last game, they both played really well.
They're still 1-4?
Yes, another 1-4. I am very much aware of that. Very much aware of that. And still, they are a perfect pair. If they have a great lead for most of their games. Like the Chiefs and the Saints, they had a good lead. They just couldn't reel it in. They just had terrible fourth quarters.
Defense?
And both of them, they had bad defense in those games.
Yeah.
They had good first off defense, but then both of them ended up crashing. Both
So
of
what
them
about-
went into overtime, right? Yeah.
So, ultimately, you think you don't like Tua? You don't like the
I
move?
don't like Tua play.
So what should the Dolphins do with Tua this year?
Nothing. 2 minutes. I like 2 minutes of Tua. 2 minutes. Keep him in. If you're winning by 24 points or 21 points, and there's 2 minutes left, put him in. That's all you need to see of him. 2 minutes. Maybe
Okay,
more.
but-
If they're up by 31 points, I want to see Tua for
Okay,
the
but
rest of the time that they're up by 31 points. And I don't want you interrupting me on this because it's important. Tua, if they're going to put him in, it's going to be by 31 points or more. If they're winning by 31 points or more, they are going to put him in for a long time. If they're winning by 31 points, 38 points at halftime, he's in. He's in for the rest of the game until they catch up. If they catch up.
So you don't want to see what you have this year. You don't want to see, maybe he's just okay, average, and then you go trade your 2 number 1 picks and get Trevor Lawrence next year.
No, I don't really I want to see how Tua does. We're not getting to see what he does. We're not seeing his true potential. He can get better. And this is the problem that Brian Flores and you both aren't understanding, is that he could get better. He has so much more time. He has an off season. He's got the playoffs, which they might make and may not make. And they also have all this time of the rest of the regular season that's still there.
So you want to see him get better. You want to see him sit, learn more, take a whole year off, make sure the hip is 100% before he comes in. You're not entirely sold on that.
It's a bad decision. They really shouldn't do that.
Okay.
In my book, it's a bad decision. They just shouldn't do it.
Okay, there you go, everybody. That's what he says.
And
It's a bad decision.
Jalen Hurts is also. I'm going to talk about the other rookies. I'm going to leave them out, including Justin Herbert. We talked about Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow, but there's one that also I want to talk about who's getting a lot of snaps, a lot more than anybody probably expected this year. Jalen Hurts, the rookie from Oklahoma, used to be at Alabama too. He lost to Clemson. He played the last few minutes because of Tua.
Yeah.
And I was happy with his performance at Oklahoma. At Alabama, he was just meh. But I really like him with Oklahoma.
So how's he doing in the pros?
He's doing pretty good in pros. He's doing running. He's gone passing. He's one of those guys that Carson Wentz isn't doing his best. And I expect to see a lot more of Jalen Hurts this season.
Okay. So Jalen Hurts. There you go, everybody. He expects more Jalen Hurts. He's not happy with the Tua move. Don't forget, click down below. Please like, subscribe. We want to get him on ESPN. So like, subscribe, join us. We'll be here every week, and we'll be here a little bit of the offseason too. Thanks for watching. Go Dolphins. It's Tua time.